What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this Pistol Trips mini scheme part 1. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I do want to say that this Pistol Trips formation is actually really good. Actually, I made an ebook out of it for a sub. So I actually want to bring you guys 1 or 2 setups out of that and then kind of showcase the run play. I also have gameplay for you guys. So if you're interested in this full ebook, make sure you message me on Instagram, Twitter, one of my social medias. Check the description and see for all my social media. And if you're interested in this, $15 and you'll get the full entire scheme, everything. So this is basically just a snippet and just showing you that you can ball with this. So the things that I'm giving you today, you can definitely take them into game and you can win a lot of games with just this. I really love this formation. So the playbook that this is found in is Run and Gun Playbook. It's the only playbook that has it. As far as my knowledge goes, I believe it's the only one. So anyways, as far as personnel goes, for today's video, you want to make sure your fastest player is in this spot right here, and also your second fastest player is actually in this spot right here. So inside the ebook, we actually do alternate between right here. So really all three, just depends on what we're getting. But in today's video, like I said, your fastest should be here just because of the plays that we're showcasing. So as far as audible goes, well, actually I'm not gonna talk about audible. I'm actually going to put run plays in here because I'm gonna show you the runs first, and then I'm actually going to come back and just show you the pass plays. So the 3 runs that I really love out of here is the halfback counter, halfback dive, the strong power, and also the passing play that I'll be talking about in today's video is going to be curl flats. And then the other passing play that I'm actually going to give you is actually going to be this PA halfback flat right here. So anyways, we got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. So I really love the read option. It's okay, it just depends on who you have. So but I actually really love that's a sleeper is actually this halfback draw right here. So I'm gonna come out in this and I'm gonna show you the runs and I'm gonna show you some gameplay, then we'll come back and talk about the passing offense. So if somebody wants to be dumb enough to come out in like $1, I'm not gonna say dumb enough because this will happen. If people come out in $1, they're gonna have a really tough time. So that's actually what I'm going to showcase, you know, kind of showing. So let's just come out in let's actually come out in let's do cover 3, right? So one thing you want to know with this offense is that you want to run the 3 receivers to the wide side of the field at all times. Well, I can say all times, but it's just I say it works better when you have it on the wide side. So we have the halfback dive here. So what I'm gonna do is just pinch the defense. That's normally what you'll see people do. Now this run right here is just really good in my opinion. You're going to be able to just go straight up, and a lot of times it's going to be hard for them to gap shoot, which is why I really love it. And when you want to use these run plays, you actually want to mix in the motions a lot. So you want to do some like dummy hot routes, you know, take X, do something like that, you know. But in the game, you know, they'll be actually pointing and doing the animations. Then you want to go ahead and send somebody in motion, and then you go ahead and snap the ball. And then like I said, it's just nice because you can actually take it, go outside if you want. You can stick your foot in the ground, go inside. So it's just a lot of really nice things that you can do out of the run. Now the counter is really good, so I love the counter whenever they're pinching their defensive line. You'll be able to see in the gameplay that it's just really good. Honestly, you can tell you can kind of turn up right there and get good blocks, and it's going to force your opponent to come out in like a 3-3-5 wide type of defense to even be able to stop the run. So they're not going to be able to just sit in $1 and just kind of go crazy, if that makes sense. And also I'll show you man coverage too. So if they kind of try to play man with, like, you know, pinching their line, shading over the top or something like that, they're still going to have a tough time. And also this strong power is really good too. So one thing I like to do with that is actually just flip it and run it to my 3 receiver side. It all depends on, because a lot of times you do get good blocking, especially if they're running a lot of man coverage, because those 3 receivers are going to run off those 3 DBs, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like how I like to do it. Now one thing I will show you, last thing, is going to be this halfback dive, and after that we'll actually dive right into gameplay. So halfback dive is really nice. You can tell you can cut it up there, get a nice few yards, and it's just really fun. So check out these little 3 or 4 clips of me using this play.
Winds up no good. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And the stop here will come. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And a little bit of... Murray a give to Edmonds on the option.
All right, so you can tell those are just like 3 or 4 plays, I believe, that just showed you kind of the run plays that I like. Now there's plenty of other ones that I showed you in practice mode that I didn't actually put in the gameplay, so just make sure you use those because they're honestly really fun. And what you want to do is actually run the ball kind of consistently and make them think all you can do is run the ball, and then that's when you start pulling out these dots I'm about to show you. Then they're gonna be like, oh wow, he can really pass out of this too, and then they're just honestly most likely gonna quit after that just because they don't want to deal with everything we're actually about to throw at them. So to start off with, what I like to do is actually take X, put him on a streak. Take R1, put him on a swing route to the right. You want to take triangle out here, put him on a hitch, and you want to take square and actually put him on an in route just like this. So this is what it's going to look like. But what you want to do now is actually take your middle receiver right here and go ahead and motion him across. Now this concept right here will kill every single type of zone coverage. It's going to legit force your opponent to have the zone drop. Like they literally have no choice, because that's going to be your throw right there. And that was only close just because of that's Jir out there. So just be careful of, you know, Jir, especially in practice mode. But let me go into replay and kind of explain to you why I like this concept. So the reason this concept is good, because what's going to happen is this hitch is going to get open versus every single zone coverage, and the reason why is because of this swing route and this vertical route by the tight end, and also this crosser that's coming across. With these 4 concepts right here, the crosser, the streak, and the swing route, is going to allow this hitch to literally just get wide open, because whether this is a vertical hook or a hook curl, they're all going to play this way, right? They're all going to respect that vertical, and they're not going to kind of just chill right here because of this route that's coming, this crosser route. So that's going to allow this right here to get wide open. So if you could picture this being a user on a hook curl, he's already in trouble, right? So he has to decide, okay, do I want to guard this hitch, or do I want to guard this you know, this crosser route right here? And most of the time they're actually going to stay on the hitch, and you'll be able to throw this crosser out wide open. Now if they are zone dropping, then this purple right here would actually be up here, and then this would just be an easy throw, little dump off if you wanted to. Now if you know they're zone dropping a lot, I would actually just take this guy and put him on a wheel route. That's what I would do, so that way he could turn up the field and get a good animation, which I'll show you that here in a second. But also this in route right here is really good too. It all depends on what they're doing. Now if they're putting a spy like right here, then of course you'll just want to move this way and then hit that in route right there, and I'll be able to show you that here in a second. But first and foremost, let me set it back up. So what you could do, I actually can't do a wheel route, excuse me, so you won't be able to. So just keep them on the swing route. Now if you wanted to do a wheel route concept, you'd actually need to move the ball to the other hash mark, but I'm not gonna worry about that on this video. So just take X, take triangle, excuse me, put them on hitch, take square, put them on a in route, go ahead and motion them across. And I just want to show you that square route can get open, of course. So all you would need to do is just kind of move the pocket over here, and then you could tell we'll have that nice little low ball, especially versus cover 3. And any really zone coverage is really gonna be right there. The only thing that kind of covers it is cover 2, but you'll just want to have to wait half a second longer. So let's talk about cover 2. So versus cover 2, it's really going to be the same exact read concept, which is why I really love this play, because your reads are always going to be the same. First you want to look at the hitch, then you want to look at circle, and then you want to look at square late. That's always going to be a hit. So you see squares open, you see circle, and then the only thing about square, like I said, versus cover 2, it's not really going to be that wide open, because if they run stock cover 2, I should say, it's not going to be actually a really good read, you know. But right here you can tell the hitch is going to be wide open. And something interesting does happen too is that the cornerback actually gets glitched onto this hitch route. So if you wanted to, you can actually throw this ball late and kind of get up the field, and I'll show you that after this play. And like I said, if they're zone dropping, then this cover 2 of course will be up top, and then we'll just have this open right here, and this will still be open. You can tell the vertical hook will not cover it, but on this side right here you can tell this crosser route forces this vertical hook to actually back up, so you have to throw this ball right now. So if you want to throw that, you have to throw it right now. So like I said, we legit have, you know, 1, 2, 3 things open immediately. You see that immediately. So as soon as the ball snap, you know, these are quick reads. So if they're blitzing you, you have 3 options to hit either way, no matter what they're doing. So that's why I said that this play is just really nice in that aspect. So now let's actually talk about cover 4 drop. So cover 4 drop is the only exception. I'll show you one time against cover 4 drop. So if you notice they're playing a cover 4 drop style of defense, then we're actually going to switch up the adjustments a little bit different. And don't worry, y'all, I have a gameplay example showing you how I can put it together. But you can tell triangle gets open, but the problem is circle. That's the problem right there. So the reason that doesn't work is because that streak route does not grab the other quarter. So if that's happening, another adjustment I like to do is just take X, put him on a streak. Not a streak, excuse me. Take X, put him on a curl. Then I'll take triangle, put him on a streak. And a lot of times I'll take square and just put him on a backside drag. And I'll take R1 and put him on a swing route just like this. And I'll actually take this streak and actually motion it across. Now, X, you can kind of do what you want to, but I like to kind of snap the ball right about here. And the reason I like, oh, actually, we're still in cover 3, but you can tell circle's going to get wide open, but I wanted to show you this versus cover 4 drop. And then I'm going to show you gameplay, and then I'm going to talk about man coverage with my other play that I gave you. So let's talk about cover 4 drop. Now, versus cover 4 drop, like I said, there's a couple things you could do. I personally like to take X, put them on a curl route, R1 on the swing route, triangle on the streak. And if I'm putting R1 on the swing route, then I'll take square and keep him on his little baby in route is what I like to call that. Because if you put him on a drag, it's going to develop too quickly. So just want to take him, and you want to snap the ball when it gets to the numbers, and that way it's going to push back both of those coverages out there, and then we'll be able to throw that right there on a downward pass lead. Now they're only playing it like that because it's practice mode. Normally in game, he's going to push that safeties a lot further, so that safety in that corner, he's normally going to push that a lot further. So like I said, you see how he got bumped right there? That's kind of what, you know, slowed down the timing. And like I said, this is Ronald Moore, so he's 95 speed, so he's going to really get out there. So he's going to be able to push those zones back. But regardless, still, you see the same concept kind of applies to where this hook curl is going to get stuck right here. So if this is the user, normally they're going to kind of sit up right here and set up shop. And if they do that, that's fine, because you can always still hit this in route right here. That in route is just really, really nice. And it's a nice little sprinkle on it. And also, we always have this flat route just because of the route concepts is going to push a stock or a zone drop purple way further back. So you can always have this throw down here if they're not playing a hard flat. So check out this gameplay example, though.
Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep for more.
All right, so last play I want to give you guys is versus man coverage specifically. So let's actually go to PA halfback flat. And also, one thing I do want to mention before I get any further is that this route right here does beat man coverage. And if you want a basic man coverage setup that I like, if you wanted to use curl flat, you can literally just take X, put him on a streak. You can take square, put him on a slant. And then you can go and motion them across. And if I do this, I'll take R1, put them on a swing out to the right. And this is just a basic man coverage killer. Now, it also can work against zones, as you can tell. You can have that right there, and you can have that backside crosser. But I love that against man coverage. So that's kind of a bonus setup for you guys right there for man coverage. So just basically use that setup. And if you want to kind of push the ball deep, because what they're going to have to do if you use that style of man coverage, they're going to have to say, okay, well, I'm tired of him throwing that, so let's just take this safety and put him in purple, and let's take him, either A, they'll do it this way, or they'll do it this way. Now, with the whole ebook, you'll see they'll actually need to be able to play it like this to be able to cover everything. Even with the curl flat play, they'll need to, because of all the route concepts that we have on the field. So to simulate that, I'm just going to call this style of coverage. Now, if you notice, they're playing double purples and they're not putting a safety in the middle. I actually love to actually go to this PA halfback flat. Now, this route right here is really good against man coverage if you have a good matchup. If you have a good matchup, all right? I'm not going to say it's just some glitchy, you know, it beats every, you know, defender. No, you just need to have a advantage. So if you have a speedster versus somebody who's kind of not that fast or good, then this play is going to be really great. So my setup I love for man coverage out of this, it's really simple. Honestly, I like to take X, and normally I keep him on his route. I'll take R1 and just put him on a swing route to the wide side of the field. I'll take square, put him on a slant, and then motion him across. So what you're banking on the fact of is the user actually either following the slant or that crosser, and we were just looking up top to actually hit him for a one-play touchdown. So you just want to wait for a triangle. You want to let him run away from his defender, and then right there you can tell we do get the win. Like I said, it's not like a super win. It's not like a stick a foot in the ground and make the, you know, defender look dumb. It's none of that. You know, it's just that it's a post route, and it just basically allows you to run away from the defender. Now, one thing I do like about this post route though is that actually you can actually get behind the third out there. So this is actually the last thing I'll talk about, and that'll be the video. So last thing, you can actually get behind that third. So if they're putting, you know, a middle third right here, then you can actually still get it for the one-play touchdown. Let's just see if I have enough time in the pocket, I should say. So yeah, of course I don't. But I'm gonna run it one more time, but you can kind of tell it's already getting open. But this is why I spy a lot of people, y'all, because this is crazy. But let's go to man coverage. Let's shade over the top, and I'm gonna guarantee I have time, honestly, because I want to be able to show you guys this. So worst case scenario is that they put the third on this side. Now if they put the third on this side, that's even better for us, but I'm just, you know, going off of worst case scenario, you know. So anyways, let's go back to PA halfback flat. Take square, put them on a slant. Take R1, put them on a swing route. Go and motion them across, and normally the user is going to be stuck between the slant or the crosser, and we'll just be able to sneak this one-play touchdown in right over their head, basically. So what you want to do is kind of drift out the pocket, and as soon as he gets even with them, you want to kind of throw him open just like that. And I'll go into replay really quick and show you that, and then that's going to be the video. So yeah, let me know if you guys like when I do these are kind of like ebook previews basically, but I want to give you enough plays to where you can actually hop in game and use this, you know. So I'm trying to find a healthy balance, because a lot of these stuff I give you is things that people ask me for ebooks, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll do an ebook for you on this formation. And after I do it, I'd be like, you know, hey, I'm gonna use a setup on a video. You know, normally they're cool with that, of course. So that's just kind of how I do that. But anyways, what I was trying to get you to understand is that you basically just want to buy a little time. Now what the user's normally going to do is they're either going to follow this slant, or they're going to B, follow this crosser, which if they do either one of those, we're good, right? Because then all we got to do is just wait. So as soon as he gets even with that safety, you want to throw that ball. So right here, you see he gets even, and I'm actually already in my throwing animation. You want to just throw him open just like that. That's why this needs to be your fastest player, because you can get behind that third, and you can tell you can have a potential one-play touchdown. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video, and do let me know if you enjoyed the scheme. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.